The Circumstances of Life, a lecture program of Dr. John AYUDTUD. Definitely, one's life is the result of the circumstances which a person circumnavigates all throughout his or her life. There is no one who lives long enough that does not have circumstances in life. Life itself is a big circumstance. To be born to a poor family is a circumstance. To be born to a rich family is a circumstance. To be born in a certain place is a circumstance. To be born and raised in a certain situation or condition is a circumstance. A circumstance is the event that is presently taking place. The meeting, for example, is a circumstance. In fact, every event in our life is a circumstance. It's the circumstances that you experience in your life that shape your life to become as it is now. And you cannot jump away from a circumstance. But you can redirect your circumstances by will and by choice if you knew that you can. The problem in our life is we thought that there was nothing we could do in changing our circumstances. In fact, we did not know about circumstances. All we knew about circumstances was that it was all about life after all. We said, ganun talaga ang buhay. But ganun nga ba? But is life supposed to be what happens should happen? Can anyone change his direction? Chinese proverb says, if one does not change his direction, he will surely get to where he is going. This is the fact. You cannot change your destination. You can only change your direction. Yes, you do not have a control of where you are arriving at. You only have a control of where you are going now. And where you are going now is your circumstance. Change is not immediate, but the change is. This means that you cannot change overnight, but you can change your mind now. The change that you want to be in life cannot happen tomorrow, but the kind of change that you want to have will not happen to you if you do not change now. Are you in a problem now? It will take some time to change that problem, but that problem will only change later if you're doing something now that will change that problem. Always see your destination so that you can maneuver your circumstances. Your circumstances are simply events that are happening that you may have brought to happen to you, or your circumstances may just be the result of some ongoing events. But it is not what happens to you that will shape you, but it is how you decide and how and what you want to become by the things that happen now. Remember, it is not the blowing of the wind that will make you get to where you are going. It is the setting of your sail. It is not the engine of your car that is running that will get you to your destination. It is how you're driving your car and you're knowing where you want to go. You're poor now because of the circumstances that took place in your life. Your parents most likely were poor. Early on, if you knew that there was something that you could do to change the circumstances, you would not be poor now. The problem is we did not know. We thought it was just the normal thing. It was because we did not know what our mind could actually change our life. That our mind could actually change our life. We let our mind absorb our life rather than our mind directing our life. In other words, we were not conscious of the fact. We were not aware. 3 years from now, your circumstances at the moment would change if you will change what you're doing now. Circumstances will not immediately change, but you can eventually change your circumstances. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles began with a single step. If you keep on doing what you have been already doing, you will keep on getting what you have already been getting. If you don't change now, you will not change later. Franklin Roosevelt said, "We are not prisoners of fate, but we are prisoners of our own mind." Your mind controls you even if you want to change it. You can change your thoughts, but you cannot change your mind. You can think of new ideas, but it is your old mind that is doing the thinking of the new ideas. You can change your mind when you are able to control your thinking. You are the God being in you. You, as the God being in you, must use your sentient mind to dictate the way you are thinking. Your thinking is machine. You will continue to think of all the things that are already there inside. Whether you want it or not, your mind will think. But you can also make your mind think in the way that you want to think, if you want to change the way you are thinking. Your mind program will keep on coming back. But if you tell your mind not to think of the old same thing anymore, and you rule this machinery by making your mind think of the things that you want to think, then later on your program will change. Your mind will change by reading books, by analyzing things, by finding the reasons for being, by knowing new information, and by deciding that the new thing is the more apt and proper thing. What happens in your mind if you are told that not all of the words in the Bible are the words of God? You will go berserk. You will not allow such a thought. But upon investigation, and you find out that not all words in the Bible are the words of God, and you analyze it, you are understanding a new thing, and you are putting this new thing into your mind program, you would transform the way you would think. What will happen in the way that you think when you begin to realize that it is literally your life now that is more important in this life rather than worrying about the life to come? You would then change the way you live. You would change the way you understand things. The problem is we did not know. We were not informed. And we accepted all as truth. We never questioned. We followed blindly. We followed blind teachers. Now remember, if you do not die in 10 years, you will live. In 3 years, your life will be better if you will want it to be better. But it should not just be a wish. It should be in truth. And this truth will make you free. 10 years from now, all your life will become so much better. That is especially if you see the important role of money. Remember, God is not a religious God. He is God and He is godly, but never religious. What if you will make your life godly, like being God, godly status, and not religious? You will have a handle of all your circumstances. Then you can all make your circumstances to produce a better you, a better future, a better life. Let us not make our circumstances shape us, but let us shape our circumstances through mind power. Tomorrow will be a different present. Thank you.